One of my radio brethren is down in Houston. He lives there with his family. His name is Adam Smasher. Adam, how are things for you and the family right now?
We're good where we are, but it is still raining outside, so it just hasn't stopped.
Is there any chance that you guys are going to have to be evacuated where you're at, or are you safe for now?
Who knows with this thing, to be honest. I don't think we'll be evacuated, but it's terrible. The evacuations are coming from there are a couple places in Houston where they have reservoirs and dams that control the water that prevent downtown Houston from flooding. And they're so overpacked now with water from, because it's been raining nonstop, they have to let those out. They have to control the Army, what is it called? The Army Corps of Engineers. They have to let the water out. And what's happening is all the neighborhoods around there, tons of neighborhoods around those areas, the water that they're letting out along with the rainwater, now they're evacuating all those neighborhoods because they just can't take it anymore.
Have you been able to get out of the house to see anything, or are you just making sure everybody stays tucked inside?
We went outside for a little bit yesterday or the day before. When the rain let up a little bit, it was about, shin, knee deep maybe. But we can't get anywhere as far as, all the roads are just, everything is flooded. So we're kind of trapped inside our neighborhood. But, the thing I love about where I live and where Texas in general is that neighbors, we take care of each other. So I'm in a neighborhood and we're all in communication. And we're all sort of, in this together. So, we can't get out, but, we have each other to supplies, what have you, because who knows how long we're going to be stuck here. That's the thing. The food trucks, for a lot of the stores, can't get supplies in. The stores are just bare. They're empty. So it's, it's kind of scary.
Have you ever seen anything remotely close to what you're seeing now in Houston?
No, not this one. This one's definitely different. I think I saw some of the worst floods that we've had here, and it does flood a lot here in Houston. The amount of water that the rain, it dumped on the city. And this one was so, much more than any storm ever. I think it was like 9 trillion gallons of water.
Oh, my God.
It rained and dumped rain on the city. And that's the thing that they're saying on the news and everywhere in a lot of the local stations here. No one's ever seen this before. In fact, it got so bad that they literally had to change they have these maps and these graphics that are color coded to let you know, like what areas, have the, how many inches it rained in that area. And they had to actually create a new color on the map because they didn't have it, because there's so much water. It's ridiculous.
We're talking to Adam Smasher. He's in Houston, and as a parent, this has got to be one of the most frightening things I can think of, being stuck in the house, not knowing when you're going to be able to leave or even how you're going to be able to leave. How are you able to maintain that status of, I'm dad, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to keep my cool?
Man, that's a good point. I consider myself lucky because, like I said, our neighborhood, we really lucked out. I'm on the northeast side of town. Now, had we been on the northwest side of town, or actually the south side of town, south of downtown, we probably would have been one of those families that were either had to be rescued or evacuated. So you just, I don't know. I guess I learned from my mom. I never saw my mom lose her cool. And, she just did what she had to do. And that's the mentality I have. My wife a couple times got really nervous, and I said, look, we'll do what we have to do. But you see these families I'm sure you've seen the footage of these families. Man, look, people were literally bringing kids and elderly people on air mattresses floating out of neighborhoods. It's crazy to see. But one thing that you see, and really I wish people would realize this about Texas, sometimes Texas gets the reputation of, we're all gun-toting Republicans. But, man, I tell you what, Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the world, and you'll see, people of all races, and turn on the TV, look at the footage, white, black, Hispanic, whatever. Everybody's just banding together, and you see all these. So one of the police officers said it yesterday. I saw the citizens. We have to give them a lot of credit. That's what he said, because without them, we couldn't have done this, because anyone with a boat is like getting out there and just going and rescuing people out of these neighborhoods that are stuck. It's amazing.
We're talking with Adam Smasher. He's down in Houston, and as we sit here in Northern Illinois, we're our hands are up in the air thinking, how can we help? And obviously we can text Harvey to 90999, and that'll give you be giving a donation to the American Red Cross for $10 worth. Adam, what are you seeing? What are they telling you there on local TV and radio as far as if you're running out of supplies? I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, you said you and your neighborhood, you guys are a close-knit community, so you're kind of helping each other out. But what if it gets to that point where, you're running low on things, or there's essentials that you need? Are they giving you any advice as far as getting supplies?
Yeah, there are, people are stepping up here. In fact, this morning we're going out, and we actually collected, yesterday I felt helpless yesterday, and I just wanted to go out and help people. And that sounds, kind of cliche, like, that's, you're just saying that. But no, everyone feels that way here. And so this morning we're going to go out, and last night we went out and we around the house. And like I said, my family, very lucky. I mean, we're good. We'll definitely get through this. But some of those families who don't have supplies, hell, man, some of those families who don't even have a home anymore, people are really stepping up. So we went around the house and collected some things, some old blankets we don't use, pillows or whatever. And there's a few churches in my community that are setting up for shelters, collection points to bring supplies to shelters. So there are places, businesses, churches that are popping up everywhere for people to seek refuge in. You know what I mean? Like with supplies, people are even going as far as to saying, hey, anyone can donate animal crates because they want people to be able to bring their pets with them. So there are places, if things get dire, there are places that you can go. And social media has been normally, I don't know about you, normally I've become the old man who complains about social media now and how it's garbage. But it has really, really been amazing to help get information out there. So there are places, if we're running out of supplies and things get really bad, there are places nearby that we can go to. And in fact, I had a friend who was going out on boats, and she was going around and saying, hey, if you need rescuing, or someone who needs rescuing, post it here and we'll try to get to them. I mean, it's amazing how the community and the people have come together. So I guess to answer your question, I don't really worry about that. Like if we run out of supplies, I know there's going to be some place nearby that we can go to get help.
Adam, but we just want you to know, all of us up here are praying for you guys. We're thinking about you guys. We want the best for you guys. And, that's one great thing about America is, as crappy as America may seem right now, it seems as though we all want to come together to help everybody down there in the Gulf Coast and in Texas get through this. And God willing, man, we're going to get through this, and everybody's going to get back to being the great state that Texas is, because I've been to Texas. I know it's a great place to go. And, people like you that are there thinking, well, I got to get out and help. Instead of just thinking it, you're physically getting out there. And that's very admirable. So thank you for taking a couple of minutes out of your morning to talk to us.
Hey, man, no problem. And, thank you guys. Doesn't matter where you are, whatever, you can do to help. We sure appreciate it. And the thing about Texans is, we would do the same for you. So we definitely appreciate it. Thank you.